Hey there, this is Kristen and Ron, and this is our 1-year recap from Michigan Pines.
Hey. Hey, we're just checking in. We just wanted to, there's so much to cover, really. We don't do these enough. I feel like we do, but we
I feel
don't.
like we do.
Yeah, but we don't. We've only done this 2 other times.
Yeah, and it's been a while since we've done the last one.
Yeah, we haven't even talked about like our second planting and I don't know. So right now we almost wanted to apologize because we haven't made a video this week and we're not going to make another one until the end of the year because we are sick. We have COVID. So we wanted to share that with you guys because we had so many plans for the end of the year to go visit a bunch of Christmas tree farms, and we wanted to just go around to a bunch of different places in Michigan and share them with you guys so you could go, find a tree at a cool place and we could kind of learn from them. And then Ron got COVID and I got COVID.
Yep. And to clarify, we're okay, but it was a struggle. It's probably actually worse than I thought it was. So, but we are okay. We're, I think, getting over the hump of having it. Yeah. But still
different, and it was weird because we both experienced different things. The kids, we can't really say if they've had it or not. They all tested negative, all 3 kids.
But they showed symptoms
right.
of having it. Not things that lasted very long, especially the same like for Kristen and myself, and even Kristen and myself had different symptoms. I know the big thing is Kristen lost taste and smell. I never lost taste and smell. I had extreme fatigue and I'm still trying to get my energy levels up just to go up and down the stairs at this point, but every day it gets better.
Yeah, and I just was achy and lost my taste and smell, which was worse than I thought, that part, because it is weird to not be able to taste anything or smell anything. Food, it's not the same. Coffee just tastes like hot water. It's just an odd sensation. So that's still not back for me yet, 100%. It's like slowly I can taste like a little bit. But Ron has had it for a little bit longer, so he's feeling a little bit better. He's going back to work this week. And then for me, same, I am gonna go back to work. But it just put like such a damper because it's right around the holidays, so we're not gonna be celebrating Christmas with our family and our friends. We missed out on a ton of stuff with the kids. Just so many fun things that we had planned for, ourselves, for, our business, for our family, and we didn't get to do those things. So we just want to share that with you guys because I know people are counting on, our videos every week, and we like to at least try to put one out a week, and we're not doing as good of a job, but it's because we've been sick. So
that, and I also have more truck videos planned I'd like to put out there, but been sidelined, so
yeah,
that will be coming.
Yeah, so ending the crazy year of 2020, we're wrapping it up with COVID here in our house, which is a real bummer. So yeah, just wanted to share that with you. But we did kind of want to recap like this year and not just make this like a downer video too. Yeah. So, we're praying for everybody who's really struggling from COVID and has taken this, had the sickness so much worse than we did. Because this is real and we're experiencing it. Our kids are bummed, really, really bummed. We're bummed. We missed out on some really cool things. So, not just being sick, but missing out on things, I think was tough for us. But just the people, that are losing their lives to it too. So it's definitely something to, you got to be careful and wear your mask and
take seriously.
Yeah,
for sure.
Do what you need to do.
Yep.
So this year we just kind of we're going to just recap everything that we thought was fun and cool and share that with you guys.
Yep. So the main thing to start off the year is we planted actually a total of 1,500 trees and learned a lot of things in the midst of that. The big thing is that I was really happy about it. Our second planting of 500 trees is that we tilled all the rows up and that just worked out beautifully. The trees went in nice, the trees still look really good, and it just worked out really good. It was a lot easier to plant those trees because we did all dig them tree by tree. We dug holes tree by tree, but with that dirt turned and soft, it was easy to dig the holes and put the trees in and then repack them in. And then the other big thing I think that we did, that we learned, was watering them in, and made a huge difference. But we got 1,500 trees in the ground. We did lose some from the summer. So,
but we learned a lot from the summer too. I think
yeah.
The summer was tough because, and this was like the second video that we did, we shared that we had to go back and Ron had to like replant a ton of the first 1,000 trees that we had done.
Yeah.
So the 500 trees in the fall, none of them had to be replanted because we learned a lot from that first time. We learned probably we're not going to plant 1,000 trees at once.
No, but I did have to go back and replant 700 out of the 1,000, so
yeah, that was tough.
that's a big difference.
So in the fall, we have planted 300 Douglas firs, 150 balsam firs, and then 50 Norway spruce?
Norway spruce.
Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And those are super hardy and they grow really fast. So
Yeah.
apparently they're not like the most popular Christmas tree, but we're planting them in the front of the property just because we had the Fraser firs in the front and we lost so many of them this year. If you guys have been following along, you'll see the videos of us just like losing tons of Frasers and how sad and bad that looked. So the Norways we planted in the front.
Just to interject,
Yeah.
I think that I was trimming around all the trees, and I know for a fact I nicked probably most of them. So I think that that is my problem, especially when you nick them right at the base. That is a big problem for that tree, and it most likely will kill the tree. So that was a really unintelligent thing of me to do. I wanted the trees to look pretty. People were coming over, or family was coming over, and I wanted things to look really clean and professional, and I could probably killed a lot of trees in the midst of that. So not so much worried about the look of the trees. We can let the weeds grow up around them a little bit because I let go of all of the pines, and the pines look great and are doing great, and we've maybe lost out of 300, maybe lost 3 trees. So
Well, and we learned this year about soil and just about
our soil and our land.
And in the back there's so much clay, and that I think was hard at first for us to plant in, but now that Ron had figured out to till it first, and then my dad had helped him as well, and they tilled these rows, it just looks so good, so good. So we'll post some pictures.
And actually what we had to do back there, because the clay is so hard, you actually see some cracking in the dirt. It's that hard. We had to actually put the box blade on the tractor, and it has little hooks on it, and we took all the hooks off except for the 2 in the middle. And before we could even till that dirt up, we had to go and rip the dirt with those 2 hooks. So thankful to my father-in-law showing me that. He went through and ripped up a couple of rows and showed me what to do, and I went back through, ripped them up, and then after we ripped them up, we went through and tilled them, and it just worked out really good, really good. So that made the job a lot easier, because the tiller has 2 belts, and I broke both belts on the tiller, and luckily I went up to the hardware store and they had 1 belt left, and I was able to get that done after we had ripped up that dirt. So that was a good another thing that I learned.
Right, so we learned a lot about the tree. So this year, like we had said, we had planted our first planting in April. It was on Earth Day. So that's when we started our farm officially, was this year. And then in October is when we did our second planting. So learned a lot there. We got to visit the nursery, Van's Pines Nursery, which was really cool.
Yeah, that was a great experience.
Yep, it was cool to go meet them in person. They were very helpful to us over the phone. They answered tons of our questions. So just to be able to be there and to meet Kathy and then the owner, Evan. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Both of them were super helpful.
Yeah, great people. We're happy that we found them.
Good
Continue
products.
to use them, exactly. Great products. They showed us everything. We're a new farm, and they want to really help us out, and are actually setting up a package for people that want to start a farm, which I think is cool. And they're kind of using us as the basis on how to build that package to help people start Christmas tree farms. So just a great resource.
Yeah, they were a great resource. So it was fun too because we got to bring the kids on that trip. So we have a video of that when we went to Van's Pines. Kids came with us. We got to just walk around the nursery and check that out. So that was fun this year.
Yep, and another thing that we're doing is with the rows tilled up, once I tilled them and then we planted the trees, it was recommended to put clover in to keep the weed growth down. So we're gonna see how that works out. We put down a lot of clover and we'll see how that works out to keep the weed growth down around these trees.
Yeah.
I want to throw that in there.
No, that's fine. So, and again, like this recap is just to share what we've learned, and then also it's good for us to kind of be able to look back at our videos too, and that's a big reason why we even made this YouTube channel. We did it so we could kind of just, you know, look back and remember the mistakes that we've made, the good things that we did, see the kids grow and do this with us. Like, that's super important to us, and that's why we're doing the farm in general, is just because we want to grow as a family and do this with our kids.
And what about our first loss on the farm?
What?
Our death.
The chicken.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Izzy's chicken died. It was really sad. I think, well, and another thing too, I don't know if you follow us on Instagram, but a lot of our stuff that happens, like, we are posting like Instagram pictures all the time. So if you want to follow us at Michigan Pines, we just share like stories of like our farm and the kids and what we're doing and things like that. So that's something that we do usually every day is an update on our Instagram page. We try to do like one video a week. In the summer when we're a little bit busier and we have more going on, we'll do like 2 or 3. But even with our YouTube channel, like with this, I'm surprised at, you know, how well it's done. Like, I didn't anticipate like a whole lot, but like, and just, we've been doing this since April 22nd. So we have 238 subscribers, which we're super thankful for.
Yep.
So thank you for
Appreciate
following
you.
along.
Yeah.
And then we've had 15,541 views, which is crazy. That to me is mind blowing. So thank you for liking our videos and following along and commenting. That's encouraging to us. We've made so many like friends from other farms that have just given us great tips and been helpful. And, you know, we've met people in just different groups on Facebook that have shared so much information. So super cool to be part of this community. I would say 98% of everybody has been great. The, you know, random thumbs down, that makes me sad.
Bothers you, yeah.
Bothers me, really bothers me, and I'm like, oh, but like, we're not making videos to please everybody, and not everyone's gonna like what we're doing, and that's okay.
And we're still learning.
Yeah, and we're
still
learning.
So.
Right, but anyway, so far this year, that's what we've learned. A couple other things that we've gotten this year and we've shared with you guys.
Yep, is the truck.
Yeah.
So I got my dream truck, a 2020 Ford F350 Tremor, and it has the new 6.7 diesel with 475 horsepower and the big number, 1,050 foot-pounds of torque, and the 10-speed transmission. So just having a good time with that. Love that truck. Can't believe how much power it has. A lot of things I want to go over on that in regards to maintenance.
But again, YouTube friend, you met that guy.
Yeah, and then I met PTT with A-Rod, and he is local, so he is also helping me on the maintenance. Actually, we'll probably be doing our second oil change, and I'll be doing the fuel filters with him because they're a little bit different this year, and he's going to probably go over that with me. So that'll be another thing that I'll.
But that was just a channel
Yeah.
that Ron was following, and so this guy's local, and then he ended up helping Ron do some like updates to the truck. So we had a video of that, but super cool just to be able to like meet different people in the YouTube community.
Mm-hmm. We also got the zero turn, the Husqvarna. That's been awesome. The Z560X with the 60-inch deck. It's a fuel injected motor, just a guy thing, cool things. And I used it a lot this year to mow the fields. It worked out great. We set up the width of the rows of the trees at this point because they're young so that we can mow them, and that worked out really good. And it's just been a great machine. I had one issue where a bolt came off, and then the The throttle is a little bit loose, but those two issues were easily solved. And thankful to Leckler's, where we got that from in LaSalle, Michigan. And they'll be probably servicing it coming up here, and just to see how everything held up, which it looks like everything held up good. But the one thing I do need to do, I'll be adding to that, is the mulching kit, because I brought the zero turn home on my new trailer, and that's another thing we got was the trailer.
Yeah, the trailer was
I brought that home and wanted to do the last mow of the year in Michigan in November, and the grass is probably about 6 inches, and I wanted to mow it down to about 2, and not thinking that this didn't have a mulching deck, I had grass clippings everywhere. And even though it took me 15 minutes to mow the yard, whereas if I push mowed it, it'd take about an hour, it took me about 2 hours to pick up all the grass clippings. So
yeah,
I need to get the mulching kit on that.
right. So that's something
That'll be another
we'll be
upgrade
getting.
we'll get for that.
But I mean, next year, so many more things are in store. We're just like super thankful for this year. I feel like just taking the step to just start the channel and start documenting like our journey was a big thing. So if you're starting, you know, a farm or a small business, or you have a cool family and you want to share your adventures, start a YouTube channel. Just start making videos, because it's so fun for us to look back. The kids love watching videos that we've made with them, and we learn a lot from our mistakes. It's been so great to just document this journey. So, you know, for 2021, my parents still building their house, so we're moving into my parents' house. We're buying their farm, which is where Michigan Pines Farm is going to be. So that's what the plan is for 2021. It was supposed to be this year, but things got pushed back a little bit because of COVID and the pandemic and everything that's been going on. So that's something that's exciting. The girls are in 4-H, so we're looking forward to getting, you know, some farm animals next year. Just planting more trees. We already have our spring trees on order.
Yep.
So we're
Maybe
getting
a cow.
I don't
or
know.
two.
Who knows?
Possibility.
I'm not into the cow idea. I'm more into like a sheep or a llama, but we'll see. And we'll just share that with you. So we're excited that you've been following our journey. We're excited to just see what God has in store for our family and for next year. And that's
the big thing for next year will be the move.
Right.
So right now we live like a half a mile from her parents, from the farm. So it's not far at all.
No.
But we want to live there. And
we already have a couple that has like made us an offer on our house, so they're waiting too. So
our house is sold, and people are waiting to sell their house to move into our house, and we're waiting to move into the farm at Michigan Pines. But all good stuff will happen next year.
And we're going to share it with you.
Yeah. We
And
got
hopefully
500
we get
more
better
trees
soon.
on order to plant, probably in April.
So, 500 more trees we're planting. I think that's it. We will visit more farms.
Yep, even in the spring.
Yeah, we're going to still
the ones
visit.
we went to, they've asked us to come back and check out their operations, which I really appreciate and look forward to doing. So
Right. We got to, so far we visited Hillside Christmas Tree Farm, which again is another family that we had followed on YouTube, and we got to meet them in person, which was really cool.
Tony was awesome.
Yeah, super helpful. His dad was helpful.
Yeah, they were awesome. Great farm, really beautiful property. And
I love it when people aren't afraid to share information.
Yeah.
And they were those people. Like some people are really weird about helping out other farms or businesses or operations. They don't want to share their secrets with you, and they're really weird about it. And Tony was not. Like, Tony was kind and very helpful, and so was his dad. And we loved, just kind of gleaning information from them. So that was really
great people.
Yeah, that was nice.
Great people, so.
And then we went to Mathis Tree Farm this year, which is south of us, and that's 45 minutes away.
Yeah, about 45 minutes south. Yeah.
So that was a fun experience for the kids. They have a lot to do there. And then we stumbled upon Ryan's Tree Nursery, which is near Mathis Tree Farm.
Right.
Beautiful. Their trees were perfect.
Yeah.
We didn't get to talk to anybody because it was so busy and it was just like random. We just drove through. but we
But
were like,
the quality of the trees, the way the trees were pruned, I mean, they looked like
so nice.
like a store-bought tree.
Right, yeah.
I mean, it was a really good.
And their
product
farm was
that
like
he
a
had.
similar size to ours,
Yeah.
so then it made us feel better. Because sometimes when you go to a place and it's so like magical and they've been in business for 50 years, you're thinking, how will I ever do this? But
Yeah.
this place
He
was
was
like,
on about 10
okay.
acres, and
Yeah, it made sense, and we loved that one.
yeah.
And then we love Blake's.
Mm-hmm.
Blake's Orchard. They are like a cider mill, but they also have a tree farm there. We didn't get to go there this year. We wanted to go to, what was that one? Arnita or something?
Oh, Aaron's.
Yeah, A-R-E-N-D.
I think it's A-R-R-E-N-D-S.
I don't know. Anyways, we're gonna
Yeah.
go there, but we can't because we don't want to get people sick.
Yeah.
So again, we're gonna try and go to these places and document them and share them with you a little later, but not now. So that's it. So
Yeah.
we're just trying to stay healthy through
Yeah.
the holidays. We're trying to get these kids back on track. So once winter break is over, they can go back to school. And that's it. So we just kind of wanted to share an update with you and just say thanks for following our journey. And
Looking forward to all that's in store for 2021.
yeah. So we hope you have a wonderful Christmas
Yes.
and a
Merry Christmas.
wonderful, wonderful holiday season.
Mhm.